I'd like to get your view. Those who believe that there are possibilities or there is a need, an urgent one for us to fix our structure. And some federal lawmakers are already proposing a single 6-year tenure for president and vice president, governors and deputy governors. And they're also saying there should be 2 vice presidents, one for the South, one for the North. All of these efforts is to look at our structure. You are part of the 2014 confab, and there are those who think that what we have presently is not working. What are your thoughts on those thinking?
Frankly speaking, those proposals are begging the question. And quite a number of the proponents have not addressed where we are coming from or what the challenges are. South Africa has just had an election. Quite a number of Nigerians who watched the election are challenging the type of elections we have in Nigeria. A case came up in the Supreme Court today, which is totally unnecessary. But what was the basis? That the operators of the system are not allowing the local governments to function. 19 states have imposed caretaker committees to run local governments in election systems in Nigeria. Contrary, local government councils, contrary to Section 7(1) of the Constitution that stipulates that system of local government in Nigeria shall be by democratically elected councils. Secondly, the money earmarked for the local government by virtue of Section 162 of the Constitution is being diverted. Opposition political parties no longer contest local government elections in Nigeria because the results are already known. And I'm talking of all this, in all the states. That's when they have the election. Yet, the Supreme Court in no less than 5 cases have held that no local government in Nigeria shall be run by a caretaker committee or a sole administrator. So the guys in power are not allowing the system to work. So when they are now suggesting a 6-year term, 8 whatever, those are not the issues. Can we conduct good elections? Can we say, Ghana will hold elections in December. There are people that will tell you, taking cognizance of many factors, these are the candidates that are likely to win. Can we predict the result of our elections in Nigeria? Now, we had elections last year with a lot of challenges. Have we addressed them? Those are the issues. Now, Section 70 of the Constitution provides that the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission shall fix the salaries and allowances of federal legislators. Is that what is going on in our country? Is there a provision for constituency projects in the Constitution? So these are the issues. Is padding of the budget permitted by law? Now, is there a provision for the exclusion of the people in talking about dividends of democracy? What does the Constitution say? People are telling you now, we want to pay wages that we like. Where is that done? In all capitalist countries where you have a federal system of government, there must be the minimum wage. That's why it is called minimum wage. So that no employer of labor is permitted to pay a slave wage to a worker. That is just the benchmark. It does not prevent states from adding allowances according to their ability. But to say you will allow an employer of labor in Nigeria to pay 10,000 naira or 35,000 naira, as some states are proposing, is not permitted. And again, there is a mistake. So when you are talking of a minimum wage, it does not mean general salary review. A minimum wage is meant to blow up, show up the salary of the lowest paid workers, and then when you move up, the percentage will decrease. But here, once you have 100% increase in the salary of the lowest paid worker, you are now told that the salary of a permanent secretary must also be increased 100%. You can only do that if you are talking of a general salary review. And I'm sure that is why some state governments are saying we cannot pay 60,000 naira. We cannot pay even 50,000 naira. We want to pay 35,000 naira. We want to pay 40,000 naira. So these are the issues. And we must address the problems confronting our people. Problems of poverty, lack of education, lack of access to health, bad roads, preventable diseases that have rendered the lives of our people meaningless. But the members of the elite, the political class, can entertain themselves. And so we now prefer 6 year, a 6 year tenure. Again, it's like talking about state police. By 1979, what happened? That the civilian government said, never again are we going to have state police. But we have local government police under the colonial regime and during the First Republic. Why do they stop it? What was put in place? And what has been put in place is not allowed to work. We do not have a federal government police. What we have is federal police, federation police, to be controlled by the president, the 36 state governors, the IG, and the chairman police council. So out of a 39-member council, the state governors have 36 members. So by their own sheer number, they should control that body. And what are the powers of the body? To administer, to supervise and organize the Nigerian police force. But because that body never meets, it doesn't perform its constitutional duties. We are now talking of state police. Those who cannot pay minimum wage are going to have state police. So you are going to harm people who will not be paid their salaries as and when due. So we have to really know where we are coming from and bring out suggestions that can improve the system, and not suggestions that will take us years, almost to the colonial era. So all those suggestions are begging the question of underdevelopment, of lack of democracy.